have to say, this feels like an excessive amount of protection for a piece of cast iron. And I know what you're thinking. Blake, what possible utility could having a second 52-pound kettlebell possibly serve you?
Oh, we can blame it on our hands. They lifted the drink to our mouths, so we drank it. Or we can blame it on our bodies. They say we like the way we feel when we get touched. You got your fingers snared in my veins. I think it's time you pull them out. And I don't care about the flesh, it'll tear. It isn't flesh that I'm worried about. We held up a match to keep my sight on the path, but the flame gave up and we lost it. And I've knelt for the last 3 years, trying to find it back with the blackened matchstick. Today I'm not afraid of failure. The past is a flower.
What's up, fam? How's it going? I'm doing okay. A little bittersweet, a little salt in my dark chocolate, maybe. Cyclocross season is over. That's a little sad. It's also a little happy. Had my last race this weekend, and we'll get to that in a minute. So, to start off with, weekend was pretty cool. Had kind of a weird, different Saturday. I got really sick on Friday night out of nowhere, and kind of woke up late on Saturday and got to go to open mat, which was pretty fun. What's up, fam? It's raining really nasty right now. It's been raining all week. Yeah, I was supposed to race this morning, but I woke up in the middle of the night feeling awful. I went out with some friends after Jiu-Jitsu last night, and I had a migraine at about 2 in the morning. I was up for like 2 hours, a little sick in my stomach, so I decided maybe not racing today would be a good idea. Instead, I'm gonna go to open mat in the city, and I think I'm gonna drive there, because this rain is awful.
My hands are hard and my fingers, now it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, and you will never admit that you've been the wind, blow the flames out and bury the goals in the sea, you drink me!
And then I got home and the power was off, which was super weird. In an unexpected turn of events here, the power has gone out in most of Berkeley and Oakland right when I got back from Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm gonna go on a bike ride. It's gonna be dark, but I'm dark like that, like metal, like goth, Danzig in a blizzard in Antarctica at night.
The mud, and I guess I wasn't quite sure what to say to you. But then I saw mine, almost reached out to grab it, said, darling, you're the only one on earth I want to have it, but now I'm not so sure that that was true.
Got home from my ride and the power is back on. I've got the power! Getting ready tonight to go out to see Chuck Reagan and Rocky Vitalato. Still have no idea how to style this hair. It's about looking like I'm trying to cover up a bald spot.
Our arts and plaster! We imagined our bodies were fashioned from stone, but they chipped at the brick and the mortar. We found out that we're only layers.
It's actually a fundraiser for Cast Hope, which is a non-profit organization that puts kids from inner cities in touch with really cool fly fishermen, and they take these kids out of the city and they get to go out on these rivers and learn how to fly fish. And it's a really cool way to get to know nature for people who would normally get to go see nature. And Chuck Reagan, who carry us home to the ocean we all came from, where we're all we return. Of hot water music fame and of Chuck Reagan and the camaraderie fame. He is actually a guide in this group, and he put together this fundraiser, which was just incredible. Then on Sunday, I got up and raced my bike. State championships. It was muddy and gnarly and crazy. I went out there with Andy. You can see Andy did one lap.
It's what we call tier 3 Toluca mud. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So yeah, it's pretty gunky out here. It's my bike after like maybe 3/4 of a lap. So I'm gonna clean this up and get ready to race. It's like 47 degrees out here. We had a lot of fun. It's actually the first time I've raced Andy in a proper cyclocross race since I think like 4 years ago. So it was super fun, and He smoked me, although the conditions definitely favored him. It was a lot of technical riding.
That's a long way to go and not have to.
Right. Steer your bike back towards your bike. So Honcha just settled the rivalry right there. He smoked me. How'd that feel?
I mean, I expected I would kill you. So it would have been really like a huge
demoralizing thing if I would have won.
No, I mean, this isn't something you should do well on.
Yeah.
I don't think I cracked the top 5 in the UP field.
Yeah, I think you're 4th or 5th.
Wow.
Yeah.
California podium.
Can't wait till we are face to face again. Just when I said I'm moving on. I felt them come to life again, and again, and again, and again. Fires that tear through valleys and make dust from ground. There are fires. There are wires. Bound to blue light, they pull us to the past. There are wires. We are tired.
And sadly, my GoPro died right after the start of the race. Go figure. I raced 14 times in the past 12 weeks. It was bound to happen at some point. Anyways, the race was a lot of fun. I wanted to talk real quick about going to see Chuck Reagan. I was introduced to Chuck Reagan when I was about 15. My high school girlfriend at the time, Kirsten Brigham, picked me up with this kid, Brian Lerner. So we go to the show, and this is the first time meeting Brian, and the opening band is Hot Water Music. I remember sitting there watching this band play and thinking like, man, that's what it is to be like a grown-up. Like, that's what it is to be a man. You're relentlessly, violently chasing some sort of dream or passion at the cost of a very definite future, right? Like you're saying, hey, I'm gonna give this playing music thing a go. If it doesn't happen, there's no plan B. And these guys just tore the stage apart. And I remember sitting there at 15 and thinking very distinctly like, man, that is exactly what I want to do with my life. And it is exactly what I did with my life for a while. But anyways, flash forward to now, over 16 years, 17 years since that. Wow, that's crazy. I go to the show and I see these guys, and these are no longer young men in pursuit of a dream. These are grown adults who have children and family. They have decided that this thing is still the thing that they want to do. And at this stage in the game, they know that there is no crazy commercial success that they are going to achieve. It is just playing music for the sake of music. It reminds me a lot of bike racing. I look at amateur bike racing. Single speed cyclocross is a great example. When I talk to my coworkers about winning a race, they ask me how much money I made. And I tell them, I think I got a beer. Yeah, I think I got a beer the last time I won a race. They don't really get it. And to me, it's like this great, like John Steinbeck, you know, Robert Frank-esque part of America that is just so pure because there's nothing in it but the glory of riding and racing your bike with other people. And it's very similar to watching Rocky or Chuck play on that stage, these men with their families who are just chasing the love of playing music. And it was very beautiful. And for some, I think it can be a very depressing concept to wrap your head around. There will be no commercial success. It's a very anti-American idea, right? And there's nothing wrong with huge success, right? There's nothing wrong with actually doing the thing to win. Like, that's great. Like, it's awesome. But that is such a small margin of people. The vast majority of people are just in it for the love of the game. It's the same reason why, you know, after this race, which is a total amateur race, there was just a certain joy and camaraderie in all of the riders sitting around washing our bikes together.
Good season, bud.
You know, we don't have soigneurs and we don't have bike mechanics sitting there supporting us. It's just some guys that are gonna have to go to work on Monday, sitting here washing our bikes. And that moment was just so much more pure to me. It was so beautiful because there was a lack of hierarchy. Anyways, takes me to this idea that Sartre once said about existence and hope. So Sartre, in all of his darkness and existential theory, one would assume that the guy would walk around depressed all the time. But when asked if he felt depression, he said, "I've never felt a day of despair in my life. Because if everything is nothing, then nothing can really be your everything." And that's kind of the way I felt about all this stuff. That I made my everything out of these sort of little nothings. Anyways, cyclocross season is now officially over. This was my last race. That does not mean that the vlog will no longer be about cycling, and that does not mean that I will not continue to do competitive cycling events. It just means that cyclocross is over. I might do some road races this year, definitely gonna do some gravel races this year, and in the near future, I will be doing the Festive 500 and definitely vlogging about it. Thinking about toying with the idea of doing a daily vlog over the Festive 500 period, but just toying with it. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and take care of yourselves.
You came back and